for tuning into the Wildcat TV station Wild Wilson 98.
Good morning, GLW students.
I'm Hallie.
I'm Tyler.
Today is Monday, March 7th, 2011. Here's a quote. When you get to the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on.
As always, check the PowerPoint to see who is out of the building today for adults.
Our weather is going to be the typical March weather. It can be windy, rainy, and snowy one day and warm and sunny the next. This week we will have some mild days of 30 to 40 degrees.
Last week we learned about Casimir Pulaski, and today we honor him and remember his courage in battle.
Fax tabs are due. Now please get them into your teachers as soon as possible.
There will be a staff meeting today after school.
Now for a special presentation with the Reader's Theater.
The Principal's New Clothes by Stephanie Kalmason and adapted by us.
Dr. Fitzgerald is a principal at Gornell Wilson Elementary School. She is also the sharpest dresser in town. Her students never miss a day of school. They like to see what she is wearing.
Looking good, Dr. F.
They always say.
Dr. Fitzgerald has so many clothes. She can go a whole month and not wear the same suit twice. Sometimes she changes at lunchtime to show off. One day, a man and a woman who said they were tailors called on Dr. F. Their card said, "Moe and Ivy, we make a suit that suits you fine."
But they were not tailors, they were tricksters.
Greetings, Dr. Fitzgerald. How would you like to buy an amazing, one-of-a-kind suit?
I have so many suits already.
But this is no ordinary suit. It has special powers.
What do you mean? Mo looked to his left. He looked to his right. Then he whispered in Dr. Fitzgerald's ear.
We make our clothes from special cloth. It is invisible to anyone who doesn't use their cool tools.
Really?
Yes, not only will you look great, but you can find out if anyone in your school is using their cool tools.
That is amazing.
Now, if you'll just take off your jacket and lift your arms, we will take your measurements.
We will also take your money.
The next day, Mo and Ivy set up their workshop in the gym. It was not long before the whole school heard about the amazing cloth and wanted to see it. Students asked to be excused to get a drink of water, but really they ran to the gym to see the principal's new clothes. And also, the teachers said they were going next door to borrow chalk, but then they also ran to the gym to see if they could see anything.
By the end of the week, Dr. Fitzgerald began to wonder what her new clothes looked like. But she was also a little worried. What if she could not see the cloth? So she sent Mrs. Middlestat to have a look. Mrs. Middlestat was smart and good at her job and always used her cool tools. She would have no trouble seeing the special cloth. Mrs. Middlestat walked quietly to the gym. She knocked on the door.
Dr. Fitzgerald sent me to see your new clothes.
What do you think? Have you ever seen anything like it?
Poor Mrs. Middlestat, she couldn't see a thing. Could it be that I have not been using my cool tools? I have tried so hard to be a good wildcat.
She took off her glasses and wiped them. Then she looked again, but it was no use. Miss Middlestat had to think fast. If she told the truth, she might get in trouble.
It's beautiful. I'm going to tell Dr. Fitzgerald how I like her new clothes.
Mrs. Middlestat told Dr. Fitzgerald how great her suit was.
I've never seen anything like it. And now I've got to run and make a phone call. Bye.
She hurried off before Dr. Fitzgerald could ask any questions. Now she was more curious than ever.
She stopped Nick Fry in the hall.
Nick was one of the best students in the school. If he couldn't see the suit, then nobody could.
Nick, do me a favor and find out how my new suit is coming along.
Wow, I'll be the first student. I'll be the first one to see the principal's new clothes. Wow, I'll be the first one to see the principal's new clothes. Wait till the class hears about this.
The door was still open, so Nick peeked inside. Can we start up? The door was still open, so Nick peeked inside. He could see Mo and P.
The door was still open, so Nick peeked inside. He could see Mo and Ivy at their sewing machines, hard at work, but he could not see the cloth.
Oh no, if Miss Ellie finds out I can't see the cloth, she'll think I'm not using my cool tools.
On the way back to class, Nick poked his head into Dr. Fitzgerald's office.
Super suit.
What does it look like?
I can't stop now. Miss Elby is giving a test and I won't want to miss it.
Dr. Fitzgerald couldn't stand it any longer.
I'll have to see for myself.
She blinked twice. She began to tremble.
How can this be? I have not been using my cool tools?
What? Is there anything wrong?
Oh no. The suit is... It's fantastic. I can hardly wait to try it on.
Dr. Fitzgerald handed Mo and Ivy Wildcat coupons to show how much she liked her new suit.
I'd like to wear this suit to the assembly tomorrow, but I guess it won't be ready.
Yes, I will. We will work on it all night and bring it into your house in the morning.
That night, Dr. Fitzgerald dreamed cold and drafty dreams. Early the next morning, Mo and Ivy appeared, holding their empty hangers in the air. Mo waited in the other room while Ivy helped Dr. Fitzgerald put on her new clothes.
You must be careful stepping into the pants. This is a very delicate fabric.
Ivy tried not to look at Dr. Fitzgerald. She asked,
Aren't your new clothes light? It's almost like you're not wearing anything at all, isn't it?
Dr. Fitzgerald stared at herself in the mirror. She hoped that the rest of the school was better at using their cool tools than she was herself.
Are you coming to the assembly?
That did it. Everyone burst out laughing. The truth had been told. Dr. Fitzgerald and the teachers and students knew they had been tricked. No one had been willing to tell the truth because they were worried about what others would think of them. Dr. Fitzgerald stood on stage, red in the face, knees shaking from the chill, but not for long.
The kids and teachers wanted to help Dr. Fitzgerald. They began passing out shirts and sweatpants, jackets and caps. Soon, Dr. Fitzgerald had a new suit.
Looking good, Dr. F.
Dr. Fitzgerald called the kindergartner child up onto the stage. She shook his hand and gave him a Wildcat coupon.
Thank you for telling the truth.
Everyone cheered. They knew Dr. Fitzgerald was very good at using her school tools, and they all agreed that she was the sharpest dresser in town.
That did it. Everyone burst out laughing. The truth had been told. Dr. Fitzgerald and the teachers and students knew they had been tricked. No one had been willing to tell the truth because they were worried about what others would think of them. Dr. Fitzgerald stood on stage, red in the face, knees shaking from the chill, but not for long.
The kids and teachers wanted to help Dr. Fitzgerald. They began passing out shirts and sweatpants, jackets and caps. Soon, Dr. Fitzgerald had a new suit.
Looking good, Dr. F.
Dr. Fitzgerald called the kindergartner child up onto the stage. She shook his hand and gave him a Wildcat coupon.
Thank you for telling the truth.
Everyone cheered. They knew Dr. Fitzgerald was very good at using her school tools, and they all agreed that she was the sharpest dresser in town.
Thanks for watching Wildcat TV station Wild Wilson 98, and have a super roaring good day.